One of the key thinkers that many professors across the disciplines here draw upon is Abraham Kuyper, and Kuyper's idea of every square inch, that every square inch is God's, and that would include business. Business is not somehow outside of God's reign. Business is in there just with all of the other disciplines. My name is Dr. Michael Ferber. I'm the Dean of the Leader School of Business here at the King's University. So maybe my favorite business concept that's linked to the Christian worldview is rooted in the whole definition of economics. So you hear that eco word in economics, that's oikos. It literally means home. And it's the very same word that our word ecology is rooted in. So ecology and economy come from the same term, and they're both rooted around strengthening the household. So I think fundamental to the idea of the marketplace and of business is community, and is of taking care of the household. And you can scale that up, starting with the household, moving into your local community, your church community, moving into your city, moving into your nation, moving into the world. How can we make our home a better place to live? Paul, being a tent maker, that's a beautiful example of using the marketplace in order to feed and foster ministry. The line comes when it becomes simply about making money. This idea that businesses simply exist to make the most possible money, particularly for their shareholders and for the folks at the top of that business, often at the expense of the workers in the business and sometimes at the expense even of consumers or other organizations within a supply chain. And I think the Christian worldview really lends itself to thinking critically about profit maximization. Because profit maximization could very easily, and probably does in many cases, border on idolatry. It's beginning to worship money. Money is a wonderful tool, it can be used for great things, but it can also be worshiped. And I think when we put profit in the place of God, we run into big problems. And the Christian worldview helps us recognize we're not God. There is a God, and it's not me. And that humility can then enter in, that can enable us to avoid some of the pitfalls of money idolatry or many other forms of idolatry, power idolatry, and to walk humbly and gently with our God.